Ted Bundy
was an extreme variant of a sexual psychopath.
The girl's head was severed and taken up the road.
He was the kind of man you'd trust instantly. Clean-cut, charming, well-spoken, a future lawyer with a bright smile. But behind Ted Bundy's polite handshake was a predator who hunted women across America. Tonight, we step inside the criminal mind to uncover the disturbing logic that made him one of history's most dangerous killers. Ted Bundy wasn't the stereotype people had in mind when they thought of a murderer in the 1970s. He wasn't a shadow lurking in dark alleys. He was a law student, a political volunteer, even considered by some as boyfriend material. That was his first weapon, appearance. Back in the 70s, America didn't have DNA testing, no national crime database, and police forces across different states rarely shared real-time information. It was a perfect time for someone like Bundy to operate, and he knew it. Why his case matters. Criminal psychologist Dr. Al Carlisle, who personally interviewed Bundy in prison, once said, "Ted was the perfect social chameleon. He became exactly what you wanted to see and nothing more." FBI profiler Robert Ressler added that Bundy's crimes were never impulsive. He was hunting, and every hunter studies his prey. We're not just going to list his crimes, we're going to break them down into motive, opportunity, method, sequence, and aftermath, showing you exactly how Bundy thought and why he was so hard to catch. Motive. The dark drive. On the surface, Bundy seemed like an ambitious young man, but deep inside there was an escalating obsession, a dangerous mix of sexual sadism and the need for control. Sadism means deriving pleasure from causing pain, and Bundy's pleasure was both physical and psychological. He wasn't just killing, he was dominating, proving to himself that he could control another human's last breath. Experts note early warning signs in Bundy's youth: voyeurism, petty theft, manipulation behaviors that escalated over time. Dr. Carlisle explained it best. Bundy's goal wasn't simply to take life, it was to take power, absolute power. Opportunity hunting with a smile. Bundy had a specific victim profile. Young white women, attractive, with long hair parted in the middle. He didn't pick randomly, he scouted locations like college campuses, libraries, and beaches, watching for women who were alone. His most infamous tactic? The broken arm trick. Bundy would wear a fake cast or sling, pretending to struggle with carrying something heavy, a book, a kayak, groceries. The psychology here is important. Humans are wired to help the vulnerable. By appearing injured, Bundy instantly lowered his victim's guard. FBI profiler Ressler said, "He weaponized empathy. He made kindness deadly." Method. The trap. Once the victim offered help, Bundy would lead them to his Volkswagen Beetle. The passenger seat was removed, giving him space to overpower them and keep them hidden from sight. He often attacked with a blunt object, stunning them before strangulation. Forensic scientist Dr. Henry Lee described Bundy's car as a moving crime scene, containing fibers, hair, and trace blood from multiple victims. After death, Bundy's crimes took an even darker turn. Necrophilia, revisiting bodies, sometimes grooming them as if they were still alive. This wasn't just murder, this was possession. Sequence, step by step. 1. Spotting the target, always in a public place, always looking for isolation opportunities. 2nd, building trust, the injury trick, or impersonating authority. 3rd, isolation, moving victim to car or secluded spot. 4, attack, blunt force, restraint, strangulation. 5, aftermath, disposal in remote areas, sometimes returning to relive the crime. Dr. Carlisle noted, Bundy didn't see women as people. He saw them as objects to be controlled, even after death. Aftermath and cover-up. Bundy committed murders across multiple states: Washington, Oregon, Utah, Colorado, Florida, exploiting the lack of interstate police communication. He carried fake IDs, used aliases, and even changed his appearance. His charm extended to the courtroom, where he acted as his own lawyer. Reporters described him as articulate and polished, forgetting they were speaking to a serial killer. And then the escapes. Twice, Bundy broke out of custody. The first time, by jumping out of a courthouse window. The second, by starving himself thin enough to crawl through a hole in the ceiling. Crime logic summary. Bundy's logic wasn't random madness. It was structured predation, motive, control, domination, sadistic pleasure, opportunity, target profile, empathy traps, public places. Method: isolation, attack, possession. Aftermath: multi-state cover, charm as camouflage. FBI experts believe if Bundy were operating today, early warning signs in his behavior could have been caught with modern data sharing. But in the 1970s, he was a ghost. The lesson from Bundy's case is chilling. Predators don't always look like predators. They can wear suits, smile warmly, and shake your hand. If someone's kindness feels too perfect, maybe it's not kindness at all.